What's good, Aces? Welcome back to the channel. I hope that you guys are having a wonderful Sunday. It was gorgeous weather out, so I hope wherever you are that you are enjoying the sunshine in this Indian summer. Speaking of weather, though, my prayers for all the people of Jamaica. They have a hurricane, coming their way, so my heart is and prayers are definitely with them. Listen, Ari Fletcher, she has been getting a lot of backlash in regards to the question that she posed about homecoming. So it was a lot of people's homecoming this past weekend. And she says, quote, "Why are grown adults at college homecoming? Is that normal? I'm genuinely asking because I didn't go to a big college that did stuff like that. But it seems so off. I thought that was for the kids in school events." Okay, so what I wonder what college she went to, but like I don't know if they didn't have a homecoming or not, but that's exactly it's within the name. And a lot of people were saying, that I guess I don't know, a quick Google search could have sufficed. But it's actually within the name. Homecoming is where a lot of alumni are invited back by the university to, support the school, whether it's financially or whether it's through, just their presence being there that particular weekend. So I did a little Google search myself, right? And so it says that, Ari went to Northern Illinois University before dropping out and focusing on being an influencer in her career. And I also went to Northern Illinois University's page because I'm like, okay, I wanted to see how small of a school it was that they wouldn't have a homecoming. They absolutely have a homecoming. So it says NIU is excited to welcome the Huskies home for our 118th homecoming celebration happening the week of September 28th through October 5th, 2025. They've been having it for 118 years. Ari, oh my gosh. So listen, college is not for everybody, but I feel like that could have been something that she easily looked up. Like I just did. It took me 2 seconds to look it up. And it's just, I don't know. It's questions like this that just, I don't know. I don't know if it's because of after COVID, the celebrity just doesn't seem to hit like it used to. I don't know if it's the instant accessibility or, just losing mystery. Not that Ari Fletcher is a huge celebrity, but I'm just talking about as Hollywood, as a whole. I'm not sure if it's because of, the current administration just completely decimating pretty much everything that Americans are used to in regards to, social systems and our departments, our, air and water regulation, just spending our tax money to other countries overseas, et cetera, et cetera. Tearing down the White House East Wing and building a ballroom. He's just doing the most, and none of it is benefiting the American people. But and even Hollywood itself, I think Marvel Studios is moving to the UK. Beyonce and Jay Z are moving to the UK. So I feel like the American empire is essentially crumbling before our eyes. But I said all that to say that, with Ari asking this, it's like I'm I don't know why I find it like so funny, but it's representative of a lot that is going on right now. Like, not only is she so out of touch with what homecoming is, and I guess she did graduate from high school, right? So maybe she was thinking it was like high school, homecoming dances. You wouldn't see adults there unless they were chaperoning, the students. Um, typically, but college homecoming is completely different. College is for me it was it was so much better than high school. Uh, but like I said, college isn't for everybody. Um, but it's absolutely within the name, like homecoming. You're actually coming home, and you know, I don't go anywhere that I'm not invited, but the alumni are absolutely invited. I still get, college invitations and college, solicitations for donations, essentially, right, from both of the schools that I graduated from. And it's like, listen, you know, times is hard. Y'all be all right. But and I might have to go to, maybe I don't know. I'll think about going to homecoming next year, but it's just it just made me laugh because people are eating her up in her Twitter comments. And it's just like, I understand that you might not have attended a traditional college, although Northern Illinois does look pretty traditional to me. It might be on the smaller side, but they've been having homecoming for 118 years. But it's just, it's like, so that makes me think, like, what were you doing while you were at, Northern Illinois? Because the academic calendar is online, all that information is online. She could have easily, went to Google. And it's just, like I said, it's so representative of um just a lot of celebrities today. You know what I mean? Like, just completely, like, tone deaf and out of touch. And it's becoming more and more, like, weird in a sense. Like, I think that I kind of miss the days where, I know, waxing nostalgic for a bit, but I kind of miss the days where, like, Denzel Washington, gave Michael B. Jordan really good advice, where he said, you want to keep that mystery about yourself as a movie star. That's how, like, of course, Michael B. Wallace transitioned from being on TV, a TV star when he was playing Wallace on The Wire, to he did a phenomenal job in Sinners, playing both Smoke and Stack, the twins, and then Black Panther as well. So you don't need to be online every day. You don't need to be asking. Like, this could have easily been, asked of a friend. Like I said, a simple Google search. But a lot of people are like, your answer is in the name, homecoming. What do you think it is coming home? Another person said, maybe just Google certain stuff rather than asking Twitter so that they don't jump on you. But yeah, not only normal, but that's actually the point of homecoming, right? So Wikipedia says, homecoming is the tradition of welcoming back alumni or other former members of an organization to celebrate the organization's existence. It's a tradition in many high schools, colleges, and churches in the United States and Canada. Okay, I didn't know about churches. See, I learned something new today as well. Um, Another person wrote, you should have asked a friend this and not the internet. This is the very definition of homecoming means the instance or the act of returning to one's home. So it's going to be previous students and or alumni at a college homecoming. We show up and we show out. Oh, and speaking of homecomings too, let me move away from Ari a little bit. Maybe she can go to, Northern Illinois, one of theirs. Like I said, since they've been having them for the past 118 years. But um, please lift up the campuses of Howard University and Lincoln University. Howard's in DC and Lincoln's in Pennsylvania. And my heart is just, I was devastated to learn about the mass shootings that are occurring at these HBCUs during homecoming. That's the time when, especially Howard's, homecoming is legendary. And there's so many people around. And it's just like, what do they have all those National Guard and all these, armed guards for if they're not protecting the people of DC? This would have actually been the time where the National Guard could have stepped up, although I already know the answer to the rhetorical question. But HBCUs, I'm so sick of our schools and our universities being targeted because someone can't, regulate their emotions. I mean, as soon as that podcaster got, taken out, uh, before they found out exactly who the person was that took him out, they were targeting HBCUs. It was all kind of threats. And so now people are actually, and then they, the other people with Turning Point or whatever the organization was actually went to Memphis and was on campus showing out. And now they have people, with the Pow Pows going to Howard and Lincoln. And I'm just like, what is this violence? I mean, I'm so sick of it. You know what I mean? Like, there needs to be some serious changes in our country because too many people are apathetic. It's become too normalized. The rest of the world does not live like this. There's over 195 countries if you count, different um, regions and islands and things like that. But the rest of the world does not live in fear of just all these unnecessary weapons and with like no type of regulation or laws to prevent this. Like people have become so desensitized and so, just thoughts and prayers, like just apathetic. And I'm like, we need to hold our representatives and our Congress and our to a higher standard because they're not even. I mean, the government shut down right now and they're at a recess right now because Mike Johnson doesn't want to do his job and swear in the senator from Arizona because he doesn't want the files to come out. It's just like this is the most corrupt. Like we barely made it through the first time that he was in office during COVID when he was telling everybody to inject bleach. And I guess it goes full circle to what I'm seeing now from Ari Fletcher. Like, girl, that Google search was 2 seconds. I didn't even go to Northern Illinois, and they've been having the homecomings for 118 years, which means they had homecomings while you were on campus, whether you know it or not, whether you were tuned in or not. And she obviously didn't value having a college education or learning how to do research, right? Even basic research, because she dropped out, and which is fine. Like I said, college isn't for everybody, but it's just like I don't know. I've gotten to a point where it's like if things around me don't change, then I have to change. Like I'm the one that's going to have to make some significant changes in my environment because this is not it. You know, like it's ridiculous. Things have become so corrupt and so normalized that it's scary. Especially when I talk to my friends in other countries, it's like this is not, and life is short. You know what I mean? We only have but a few years on this earth. The days are long, but the years are short. They fly by. Anyway, that's what I wanted to say. I thought it was funny, Ari's question and the responses she received online. So hopefully, this could be a learning lesson from her, even if she didn't, finish her education at Northern Illinois University. Maybe she can learn something from this. But you guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Please be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I will talk with you in the next one. Take care, Aces. Bye.